which mineral connects the ever-changing fiery Earth to the exploding cosmos. Whoa. Sulfur. Sulfur comes from the Latin sulfurum, which means to burn. It has a greasy and resinous feel, like the dried soap bars you use in your bathroom. Its color, low hardness, and conchoidal fracture are usually sufficient to identify it successfully. Well-formed crystals are blocky pyramids in their shape. It is written sulfur if you live there and sulfur if you live there, and is a very fragile mineral. Sometimes the heat change from your hands alone is enough to crack it, so be careful while handling this mineral. It is a mineral associated with sedimentary gypsum and limestone formations in Sicily and Perticara, Italy, or as an alteration of sulfide minerals like pyrite or galena. Most of the time, it will be associated with fumaroles around regions of recent volcanic activity, along with realgar and others. It is the gas expelled by these fumaroles that contain the sulfur-making elements. Sulfur dioxide mixes with the poisonous hydrogen sulfide, leaving sulfur and water vapor behind. The sulfur is deposited on the rocks and crystallizes slowly over the years. Another product of mixing these gases is sulfuric acid, which will eat away any rock in its path. It is not a place any human would want to stay for very long. But just how could any vegetation survive that harsh environment if it is so toxic to us? For example, on the Big Island in Hawaii, the Hohi Alehuha tree has adapted to survive such harsh environments. The stomata on its leaves have adapted to open up and close quickly as these gases flow across its body and the concentration of sulfur dioxide rises. Another thing that should rise when looking for sulfur is your eyes. A problem that has eluded astronomers for quite some time is sulfur depletion around dense star-forming regions filled with all kinds of gases expelled by the spent core of exploding stars. There was a missing concentration observed from the theorized calculation. In 2024, a new research paper published has advanced that as much as 20% of all that sulfur could be hiding in the form of salts on comets orbiting these regions. This salt would act as a sink for the missing sulfur we observed in the data. Sometimes, the problem is not the missing data itself, but the quality of the data we take and how we approach it. For this reason alone, striving to get the most accurate and precise data is essential. It can change how we see science and the early formation of planetary systems. Whether your head is lost in planetary nebulae or grounded down here on Earth, sulfur will find its way to your body. But just what is left to discover about sulfur and its extraordinary properties? Only you can decide how to approach this. One thing is for sure, we will continue to amaze you with all the coolest minerals we can put our hands on. For more on everything about minerals, visit my channel, Mindex. Thank you for sticking to the end, and please do not forget to Kīlauea the like and subscribe buttons. Peace out. Bubbly. Test. For this region,